Right, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing. Testing. Okay. Are we good?
Yes,
Okay.
we can go.
Welcome back to Kopi Panas Podcast. My name is Nazmi.
And I am Anne.
And as always, welcome to Kopi Panas Podcast, your cup of inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I'm actually supporting you. Giving a big
Yay.
support there.
All right. So, what are we going to talk about today?
I was thinking of discussing a few viral issues that has been happening lately, but before that, I think we should start with what we promised.
Which was...
Did we discuss about this in-game name thing? Like
no, we
promised?
haven't actually, sadly, because last week the topics that we discussed was so it was so
Viral, so
so
famous.
viral. No, I don't
so-
think I wouldn't call it viral. It's more like more exciting than the
I
things
see.
that we're supposed to
Okay, it's
discuss
just a
right now.
small, maybe a little minor introduction to our podcast today.
Okay.
So lately, I have been on TikTok in secret. I made fake accounts because I don't really want to be on TikTok. I'm too
Okay.
old for TikTok.
Okay.
But I did this fake account so I can see what is going on
Yep.
in the world of social media.
All right.
Okay, and I noticed that teenagers mostly, especially teenagers, they have been using these vulgar, obscene names in on their account, like very cursive, offensive, racist.
Yep.
How
You
do
name
I
it.
put
Yep.
it?
Explicit.
Explicit.
Yeah, explicit names,
Yeah, trying
yeah.
to look cool. What's with that?
Probably it's more like an probably for them it's like an alpha move kind of thing.
Or
Yeah,
maybe-
it shows them
Hmm.
you know how masculine they can get, you know how macho.
How cool
Yeah,
they are.
yes.
Like, I'm going to
Mm.
name myself after men's genitals
Yes.
just to be funny
Exactly.
and make people laugh at me for no reason except my name. Like something like that, right?
Yes.
Because
And it's been going on for some time. I mean, it's since the beginning of
I know,
playing
but
games and all.
I thought eventually it will just phase out.
No,
But it turns out that
I don't think
more-
it will because you know every generation there's always going to be someone who does that, right? So
Yeah, but I thought generations evolve. Apparently,
no.
they do not. when
Well,
it comes
some
to these
changes
things.
not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
So
yeah.
what do you guys think about explicit names? Okay, for example, you're going to censor most of these examples
Yeah, sure.
out. Okay, for
Excuse my
example,
voice.
lao dame taste
Dame
lao
tasty.
damn tasty. I think that's kind of offensive for
Yep.
us ladies, especially because you have lady gamers too,
Yeah,
right?
maybe because for them it's like, yeah, well, so what? I mean, if you can't
Okay.
accept it, then you're the problem.
Another example
Mm.
is destroyer. Like, wow.
No. Destroyer for 2069.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what are you trying to prove there? I think it's a way they try to be funny lah, but it's 2021 already. I don't think these things are
Well,
funny
maybe because
anymore.
you know kids, you know the you know like childish, you know man childs and kind of.
Surprisingly, I found these names in a more adult accounts. Like teenagers, they'll be like big.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best you can
Giant-
come up with.
Like, you're going to censor these out,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Okay,
true.
like big. You're going to censor this out too.
Okay.
All these are Malay vulgar words that they're
yep.
using.
Mhm.
So those are teenagers.
Yeah.
But adults will be like attacking females, while the teenagers
Yep.
are more on showing what they have.
Okay.
The adult generations are showing that they're destroying things. If you know
Wow.
what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. I get it. That's why they call it destroyer.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
That's a lot of bleeping out that you're going to edit
Yeah.
this later.
What's
So what's up with that? Come on, man.
like I said, it's been going on for so long, and people actually some can adapt to it. Some might feel offended by
Oh
it.
gosh. As a female gamer, okay,
A female
I
gamer.
have to tell you that it's not cool at all. It makes you look kind of ridiculous.
it looks
makes you look
dumb.
immature.
Yep. Immature,
So
dumb,
if-
irrelevant.
Yeah, so if you're trying
Yeah.
to impress us ladies with these names, it's not working.
No.
And
And ironically speaking, they actually impress when female gamers play games, you know. But with the names, it's actually kind of contradictory. It destroys everything, right?
I do, yeah, I agree. I do agree with that.
Mm.
I mean, like, you're trying to get female gamers. I
Yeah,
mean, that's the dream, right?
Yeah, that's the dream for some. I mean, for most
Yeah.
gamers, right? Having female gamer might be like oh yeah, it's like they might simp for them and all that.
I'm going to get married with
Yes.
someone who actually understands my hobby. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
But-
the dream, but
But the way they approach these ladies, these women, these females, like
That's-
naming, with the names of destroyer
that's just
and
not the way.
yeah.
Or maybe they should just like log out and make a new account and pretend that didn't happen. That's
I mean,
the
if you
way.
have the option to change your in-game name, I mean, you should.
yeah.
I mean, if you're, well, of course they're gonna reply. I mean, they're gonna respond to, I play games for fun. I'm not looking for
Okay,
companions and all that.
we're talking about we were talking about social media names and then suddenly
Yep.
you moved to in-game names.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
the same thing.
Yep,
What I'm talking about here is the
Alright.
same thing.
Okay.
Like social media usernames
Yep.
and also in-game names is almost the same thing. And what's with these explicit things? So that's the topic.
I mean,
for-
it's been, I don't know. Maybe it's a culture. It's kind of a culture.
yeah, but it's 2021. It should just phase
Have you
out,
ever
please.
have that kind of name in your entire life when you play games? Like I don't know, maybe like Destroyer or something.
I used to have this. Do you remember? You don't remember, of course, because you're the younger generation. Okay, we used to have this IRC Internet Relay Chat.
Yep, I know that. Don't
space.
worry about it.
Okay, you lived
Yeah,
through
of
this
course, I
IRC
know that.
era,
Yeah.
ICQ, IRC
Mm.
era, right? I actually had a username called Miss X.
Okay.
It didn't mean anything explicit.
All right.
So I went around using this Miss X name.
Okay.
Okay, but back then it was cool to be mysterious and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
But then suddenly thought the X stood for something.
Well, for them, X means sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I found out the hard way. So they were like assuming that I give that service because of my name.
Oh.
So instead of trying to appear mysterious, Miss X, like
like you're trying to be Professor X
Yes,
or Doctor
exactly.
X or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
why
Yeah.
is it like went that way when it's Miss X, right?
When it's Miss X, it's like a double standard thing, right? I mean, maybe it's because of it's hard to say. I'm not sure. I don't actually have a valid reason for that. Maybe it's just how they think.
I mean, when you were a guy, you still are a
Yeah,
guy.
when I was a guy, yeah, I used to, piss standing and all that. Yeah, yeah, okay.
when you were younger, that's what I
Okay.
was going for. Okay, when you were younger and let's say you met this Miss X,
Okay,
what would you think about this Miss X character?
I wouldn't think of anything.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, if only I met you back then. Then
Yeah, I
wouldn't
mean,
have to
I
go
wouldn't
through all
think
the
of-
trouble in my life.
because I don't think that way. Like
Mm.
I don't make everything sexual like a fifth grader or
But
whatever.
see,
Right?
that's why I married this guy
Yeah.
because he's him being different and putting that crazy
What's-
explicit
what-
thoughts like phew,
Wow,
out of the way. Thank God. For that.
wow.
Anyway,
Thanks for the compliment. And that
No
that
problem.
just came out of nowhere. But
No.
yeah, okay. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
okay, moving on to
Yeah.
the next topic. Okay.
All right. Notice that we've been speaking English.
Oh my God, you noticed.
Oh my god.
I was trying to appear funny there. Okay, that
It's
failed.
fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So notice that we've been. Is it correct? We've been speaking English, or we
We've been-
have been speaking English, or
Or is it we've been speaking in English?
we've been speaking in English throughout the video.
Do we speak English or do we speak in English?
What's
I have no idea.
Yeah.
See, everything's like a blur right
Yep.
now. It's just like blah out there.
okay? So some context for you guys.
Okay, actually, this is our second special edition video of Kopi Panas. So it's basically hot coffee.
Yeah, hot coffee.
It's
there
hot
you go.
coffee where we are trying. We're not trying. We're actually doing it. Where we converse in English just to practice. Actually,
Yeah, we're trying to
practicing.
hone our English
It's
language
been-
skills. Yeah.
It's been a while since we talked
I
English
feel-
with people, right?
I mean, to be honest, I feel a bit awkward right now, but
Practice
I mean,
makes
but heck, I mean, yeah, we're not that perfect, but we're just gonna get
Yes.
on with it.
I
Yeah.
have to admit to you that my English is not perfect. I mean, it's been a year since I actually talked with someone
Yeah.
who can speak English fluently.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like sangkut here.
Sangkut-sangkut
Okay,
there,
my
yeah.
brain is doing crazy things right now, generating crazy words.
Don't
and
worry about it.
Rearranging
I mean,
phrases.
I don't know why our accents became like this out of nowhere. We're supposed to just talk normally.
I am talking normally. This is my normal English.
Yeah, but for me, I don't know why I suddenly mix with
Because you're following your environment, I think. Because
probably.
I'm
Yeah, I am.
This. Yum, yum,
Yum.
yum.
Okay.
This is how I learn English. Okay, I learned English when I was 2 years old. It was
Okay.
actually my first language. Okay,
Alright.
because I was raised in Liverpool back then when my father was studying his degree.
Okay.
So, excuse my phone. Okay, so I was speaking in English before I learned Malay. Okay, so this
Okay.
is why it's like this.
Yep.
Okay, but then the grammar starts to suck. The vocabulary became
I mean,
limited.
because
and all
you
that because
you've been living here
I've
for
been
quite
living in
some
Malaysia
time.
and
Yeah.
but the basic is still there, and plus my mom's an English teacher, so yeah,
So it runs in the family.
it kind of falls
Kind
into
of.
place like
Yeah.
that. Okay, we just had a lack of practice.
Okay.
Okay, that's why our English
So do
become
you
hilang
think
and hilang and
do
hilang.
do you think it's good that we actually keep gonna keep practice English communication?
Of course, it's the only way.
I mean, why?
Why what?
Why do we have to practice English? Because I mean, in our country, our mother language, what do you-
Mother tongue.
mother
No,
tongue,
no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mother tongue.
Mother tongue.
So our mother tongue is Malay.
Yes,
okay?
bahasa. Yes.
Yeah, but is our Malay even that perfect?
No.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, what language do we actually speak perfectly?
None. I mean, I try to speak Mandarin, but 我不会讲华语, so there you go.
See? It's,
I mean, that's the only phrase that I know.
we
so-
have nothing against Bahasa Malaysia. If I personally have nothing against Bahasa Malaysia, I think it's a beautiful language.
Yep.
Okay, it's very rare. Okay,
Yeah.
because we're like the only two countries speak Malay, right?
Yes.
Three, okay, Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. Only
Yep.
three.
Singapore.
Singapore.
You can count it. You can count it,
four,
yeah.
but it's all in the same area.
Yeah.
We
I
don't
mean,
have-
Southeast Asia. Yeah,
we don't
that's
have
about
Malay
it.
in Europe. We don't have Malay in America, in Australia. We don't have it. This is the only place where we speak Malay,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of special for me, but it's not an excuse to not learn and be
Other
good
language.
in other languages.
Yes, correct.
Especially when other languages helps you deal in life. Okay, your
Uh,
phone.
in lives, business, talking to foreigners and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, because dunia, our sorry,
Because our world.
our world is not only here. Okay,
Mm.
we are expanding globally. Okay, look at your smartphone. Okay, the first thing that you do when you look at your smartphone, you try to figure it in BM. Use the BM to figure your
Yeah.
phone.
Try set it to Malay, and good luck finding the proper apps. I mean, the apps that you want in
Admit
Malay.
it. You
Yeah.
don't know how to configure anything if it's in Malay from the beginning.
But surprisingly, for some, it's fine. It's
now
okay.
you can because you already know.
Yeah.
But the first time you use the phone, okay, the first time before it was translated into all these languages,
Yep.
you used English.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
You even you say setting. What is setting in Malay? See?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
So all these manuals, all
Yep.
these gadgets, all these industrial things, all these commercial things, blah 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 blah.
Mm.
They're all in English. So why not just
Like,
speak?
like it or not, you still have to learn at least English language
And
because,
is it easiest?
and it's the easiest because, especially when someone asks for directions from you and you're the only one there, how do you expect to respond to that person? When you have language barrier, right?
And also it doesn't matter if you speak perfect English or not.
Yeah, you don't need to have an accent. As long as people understand what you're saying, it's fine.
And you have to know where you are.
Yes.
You have to have this how do you say kesedaran diri? You have to know your level when
Yep.
you are still at level
Know
0.
yourself. You have to be
Yeah.
aware. You gotta have that
Mm.
self-awareness, right?
Exactly. You have to know your level from 0 to maybe 100
Yes.
and be aware and present yourself on that level.
Correct.
I mean, if you're good in English, then it's fine. Then good for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
But-
okay. Go on.
Okay, but if you're not, if you're at level 20, let's say, okay, 20, I cannot do impromptu speeches.
Yep.
Okay, I cannot pronounce some words correctly. You're still at level 20. Then you act like someone who's at level 20. There's more to learn. There's a lot to practice. Okay,
There's
you
always
just-
room for learning. Yeah, improvement.
You just
Yeah.
don't. Okay, you're at level 20, but nah, I'm at level 80. I'm good at English. I'm good to go. And then you.
I mean, it's good that to be. It's good to feel confident, but
not overconfident.
Yeah.
though.
not
Yeah.
that. Don't bring that false confidence, especially when you try to address the nation.
Especially when it's official.
Yeah, that's why I said
Mm.
trying to address the nation
Yes.
and its education.
Especially that
Yep.
official education, you have to sedar diri.
Okay,
you
what
have
about for those who?
my feet?
You-
Pins and needles.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay.
What about those who would say, why should we learn English? I mean, Japanese learn their own became very successful and very, how do you say maju in English?
Japanese don't have to learn English.
Yes,
but they're still
exactly.
successful.
Yeah.
They're still rich. They're
Yep.
still.
I mean,
uh,
Japanese,
inventing
Europeans, Arabians, Middle Eastern, whatever. Right.
Why don't we, as a Malay, we invent something and be at the Japanese level, and then we start talking like that?
Yep.
We have to bring ourselves there, and then only we can win
I mean,
this debate.
be innovative instead of just copy pasting other people's works.
That too. What I mean is about language wise. Like you were asking me why we don't. You stay with Malay language. Why do we have to?
Why do we have to learn
Yeah,
English?
Why can't we just be like the Japanese and
Yep.
stick with their own languages
Yes.
forever? Like I said, you have to. The Japanese are here.
The Japanese way of
And we are
advancement
here.
is here 30 years, at least 30 years
Yeah,
further than us, right?
they
Yeah.
can survive. Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, a bit emotional there. Okay, they
Heat
can.
of the moment. Yep. Go ahead.
They can survive without other countries' influence or help or whatever, but we can't. If we
We are so relying on
yes,
others.
we still need their technology. We
Yes.
still import their stuff. We still learn getting knowledge, getting technology from them. So as long as that's going on, we need to learn. Okay, don't be so.
What? Why? What's
Nothing.
wrong?
It was a wrong expression.
Yeah, okay.
Don't
Alright.
be so negative towards learning English, lah. Come
I
on,
mean, in
man.
general, you don't have to be so
Yeah.
negative towards everything. If you don't like it, okay, fine, it's fine. But you don't have to give some bad opinions about it. All you have to do is just, okay, let's say if you refuse to learn English, okay, it's fine, but keep it to yourself.
If you refuse to learn English, then just don't speak English.
Yep. Just keep
Easy
it to
as
yourself. You
that.
don't have to invite others to join your.
Yeah, I don't
crusade.
force your opinion on others.
Yep.
Please. That's all I'm saying lah for this issue.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into depth. Into
I mean,
some-
because
some
it's already been said by a lot of.
it's already
people.
been discussed
Yeah.
here and then. You wouldn't want us to talk
I mean,
about it.
if you know,
some
then
more.
you know, right?
You know, right?
Yep.
If you know, you know. Okay, so we're just saying that learning other languages is just as important as sustaining our own. Okay, so there's no, and always know your level lah. Like I
Yep.
said before, know your level. If
Know your
you're at-
level. I mean, if you know how to speak English, initially, you don't you don't have to feel too confident about it. If you feel that your enunciation,
Yeah.
your pronunciation is
True.
all over the place.
and then always allow yourself to accept criticism.
Yep.
Okay, we are lacking of that. Remember when all these interviews back then they
Yep.
were so offensive, they were so attack-ish and all that, and
Yeah.
then bring resurface.
I mean,
being resurfaced
the
again.
snowflakes in general, yeah.
Yeah, but people back then were tougher than now. Okay, maybe because
Yeah.
there's no social media, so
It's
people
bad.
have to suppress their feelings
True,
back then, right?
true. Yeah,
Uh,
maybe
but-
because back then when you do something stupid, no one can see that because there's no platform. But now the platforms are everywhere.
And you can't defend yourself when
Yep.
you do something stupid and people found out about it. Then you're stupid for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
because you don't have any
until someone
platform.
else is stupider than you.
Yeah,
There you
because you
go.
don't have any platform to say that. No, I'm not stupid. I did this for a reason. You didn't have that.
Once
So-
it's up there, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
sad but true.
So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kopi Panas. We are available on Spotify, Google, Apple, and other podcast platform. I always did get right.
It's fine.
All right. So with that, by the way, we're also available on Facebook and Instagram. Just search for Kopi Panas Podcast and you'll get it. All right.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the show.
And as always, enjoy your coffee and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.